Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for April the 11th through the 17th, 2016. And so let's just take a moment to just release any worries and concerns that we have running through our mind, that programming, the software that really is a representation of the third dimensional hologram where we spend so much time in fear of the contrast rather than seeing how and it causes us to sort of freeze up. This is the word they're writing, especially as change. Now they're showing me an infant, and this could be literal for someone, meaning that you may find out that you're pregnant, or it also means that there are a lot of new developments possibly unfolding for you in your life at this time. And God wants you to know, as He writes His name, that He is very much in charge of what is going on, in the sense that He is orchestrating everything around your most central point of desire. And He wants you to know that to not worry, to let that go as that gets in the way of your prayers and the vibrational signal that your prayer's true intention is offering. It's almost like um, putting weights on the life force of your prayers. And so He wants you to let that go. He wants you to know that He's with you in these changes, He's supporting you, and He's also helping you to manifest them. So with Him as your partner, you have you have nothing to worry about. There is no thing that that's interesting. I was going to say nothing before, but I was stopped myself. I was going to say no, no thing, and now he's kind of making it clear that there is no thing that you desire or want. No amount of there's no limit here. The sky is the limit as far as your goals are concerned, and you can fly and soar as high as you desire. You just have to believe that. You have to believe that He's your partner in all things, all the way, and that He is securing, as He's writing, a safe passage for you. And this is so hard, and He's writing the word lips. It's almost, this is coming from His very own lips. There's nothing. He's always making a safe passage for you. And we can't always perceive that because we're so distracted by our concerns and worries that we're not being received, or there's something wrong with what we want, or something wrong within us, or that we lack what we need, or the money, we lack the faith and we worry. And this is understandable, but He also wants you to understand that this is all happening as the things that come together, all this contrast as it comes together. And I know it feels like a challenge as it comes towards you, but what it does is that it helps you to define or refine your desires, to become even more, to have more clarity in the offering of itself, to achieve um, a joy, a potential of joy. And so if you could just see that the contrast is helping to create the big picture. He's writing the word body. it's I guess it's a sense of that is creating the breadth of everything that you want. So that as you as you see what you like and what you don't like, you get ideas from that about what you really want to pursue. It's like in every moment, it's unfolding as you're doing. Now, that's one of the big parts of this is that we sit back and we worry. But it's better to explore, to try out things. Just like if you were going to go shopping for something, right? You would try it on or see how it feels, and then you would know more. You would get more information from the exploration of your ideas, of the things that come to you, and the contrast that will come up through that, of course, because it'll help you to refine what it is that you're really wanting from the goal that you're setting out. So let's say if it was a couch or a bed, and you tried all different kinds, and you want a bed, but you're not sure what kind of bed you want. What say if it's a mattress, the level of softness or firmness that you are seeking. You can't figure that out until you try what's there. Again, if it's a look of it, you won't know until you go explore and you start to feel. And this is what they're saying is so key to life. When we sit and worry and fear, it's all in our head. And we give the ego, when we stay in our head, we give the ego a chance to toy with us. And they've been writing the word fear several times today, before in preparation for this reading. And so this they would like to offer to you as a different approach than using or allowing fear to take over. So it's better to get out there, explore, put your, you know, look into options, then through that experience, which is more pleasurable than um, you know, just sitting inside your head and trying to figure it all out, figure it all out, figure it all out. It just robs you of all the rewards of exploring and being and touching with the using that's why we have our five senses. That's why we're in physical form. We're here to discover through that. And then you'll probably have an aha moment or some kind of um, opening or clarity that will free you up and give you the sense of arriving at a decision. And that's always just absolutely delicious to when you feel like you've heard enough, seen enough, done enough, and you know what you want to do. And that knowing comes through trial and error, exploration. Okay, so this is, I feel like, the next step in our process of moving forward as new things are unfolding, new ideas are coming to you, and you're giving birth, whether that's literal or in sort of a figurative sense. But you want to just get out there and explore. So let's take a look at the card. And but I'm just getting a sense of, is in this week, whatever, no matter what happens, this is all going to, there's going to be so much expansion for you that is going to be nurtured through the situations, through the challenges. So don't don't worry about that. You're going to have a clearer picture of things. You're going to be seeing things from a completely different angle or perspective. Your life and how you have lived your life in sort of they wrote the word life and they wrote fear next to it. So I have a feeling that you're gonna just see your life very differently, and those fears are going to not have as much power or weight. So let's take a look at the card from the Archangel Oracle Tarot. And this is appropriate then. So this is going to be a week of teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. And Archangel Zadkiel helps with um, dealing with the anything that deals with the mind in terms of the brain, if you're studying or preparing for something. So really call upon him. His name means the righteousness of God. Call out Archangel Zadkiel, especially if something is giving you a bit of a headache, and he also helps with, headaches and migraines. So ask him to help you to brainstorm, to be open in your mind to the lessons, but more of the ideas or approaches that may come to you, the options that may be available to you in this week, so that you don't shut down and you keep that flowing going. Because what you're going to learn in this week, you're also going to share, teach. Is another way of saying that, teaching. You're going to share with others. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of sharing um, in this week, meaning that what you learn, you will share with others and they will grow, and their growing will be shared, and it just be like this continuum. So allow yourself to really tune in and tap in to what's available to you. The card says, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Okay, let me just tune in to this card and see what additional messages we get from Archangel Zadkiel. And so, what he's showing me is um, that you may feel a bit vulnerable in this week, as your the vulnerabilities are actually tools of learning that will help. That he's showing me like a hammer. It's sort of like these vulnerabilities are actually carving out for you. So I'm getting very clearly that these can be tools. So they're going to help you in something that you've probably been dealing with or resisting, that the vulnerability is going to make it clear. you know, Maybe you're going to say to yourself, well, I've had enough of this, or you have some kind of breakthrough, and you just, it's all of a sudden you just get, instead of feeling vulnerable, you become an instrument for something good, where you can turn your life around and you can start to create instead of being feeling powerless. So it's like the information that comes to you, what you learn through your process, is what's going to become a new tool or a new skill for you. So that they were showing me a bow, which is my symbol for rewards. So it's just going to be the outcome is going to be very rewarding for you. So don't give up if you feel like the the week is kind of really sort of, they're showing me like the table, steel table, where you hammer out metals, um, and you may feel like that, but it's really going to be so rewarding for you, as you're going to be the one, instead of feeling like you're being beaten upon, you're going to be the one taking the tools and beating them into, creating them into, rather is a better way to say it, but you get the point, molding a new path, a new direction for yourself, a new life, new options. Okay? So let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. Okay, and we have the Dreamer card. So we had this card come up, if not last week, it was a couple of weeks ago. And so this card has Archangel Metatron. And whenever we see this card, this means to really go for it, to step through, don't allow limits and limiting thoughts, beliefs, or any kind of barriers get in your way. This is the time to be fearless, even though in stepping through something that's unfamiliar to you can feel frightening, but this is the point where if you take that leap, you're going to invite into your life a whole new level of possibilities. And so we should expect at the beginning of the week for as the card says here, unexpected opportunities. Let me just bring that up so you can see that. So it says unexpected opportunities. Follow your dreams. So and look right there, you can see the butterfly right there on the gateway. So there's going to be some changes, and you can see a bow, or it looks like a bow, right there on the right hand side of the card. So the changes, again, that's confirming what I had seen, that these opportunities that may come up for you they're going to change your life, and they're going to be rewarding. I know that the challenge is going to be to not be afraid, to hesitate, to worry about. And as you can see what happens is as he's standing 1 foot on top of his treasure, we're always afraid of losing, money, losing our valuables, the things that we've acquired. And also, we take responsibility for others in our lives, and so it all causes us to hesitate. But this you need to do in order to be able to bring more to everyone that you love. And okay, so you're not gonna lose, but you're gonna gain. And so go with this, okay? Let me just tune in to see if there's any additional messages here. But they're just telling me this is gonna really feel like it's gonna put you in a vulnerable position. This opportunity, this change, or this difference. But it's going to make a difference in your life. So they wrote the word sample. So why don't you think about this as for in terms of sampling a little bit of what it is that's being offered to you, or that what is coming to you. All right, sample it a little bit and explore, see how it feels. All right, is what they're writing. And instead of worrying about all kinds of other things, especially the money aspect, they're writing about this. Just explore and see how it feels. See how you feel in that as you sample whatever this is. Okay, so don't hesitate. Really step forward, because this is a situation where I know you feel like you have so much to lose just to gain this opportunity that you feel is really has a lot of meaning to you, and you may feel like you're being selfish, but you're not. When you're happy, when you're in a place of joy, you have more to offer. So that's why we must follow our heart, and that's what this card is all about. Sometimes we have to take it, do some things that may feel like we're walking alone, but we have to do some things for ourselves in order to be able to do more for others and be of greater service in what we're doing. Okay, so the next card is the World card. Okay, and we have like two major arcana cards, both the first and the last, like the Alpha and the Mega here. So something is going to come full circle within the beginning of the week, and maybe probably energetically for the entire week here. A sense of either you know a new beginning, and so basically this is sort of like you're gonna feel like you've completed something and ready to begin something new. um, or that something in your life is ending on a good note, and now you're in this place where everything has just gotten comfortable, and now you're going to begin again. I know these cards are in the reverse in the way, from the way I'm saying it, but there's something energetically going on in this week that's very profound. I've never seen these two cards uh, back to back in a reading before. So there is definitely something very profound and significant about this, and especially since this is a week of great lessons here. So something in your life is definitely, especially in the middle of the week, is concluding, that is freeing you up to take those next steps. Okay, but again, you're going to feel, they keep showing me the bow, so something rewarding is going to come out of this, and it could be enlightenment, as we spoke about in the very beginning. Great lessons. Let me just tune into this card and see. Okay, so what they're showing me is sort of a horse, but a toy horse, not a small one. So this is interesting. So for me, the horse is a symbol of freedom. Okay, um, and so here it just feels like, and it's a horse with a saddle. So maybe you are, okay, it's transformed into a real horse. So maybe what's happening is where you felt like you were just playing at life, but you didn't really, you really didn't have the freedom. It was a game more than anything, and now your life is shifting where it's becoming animated, and now you feel like your true self. So the sense I'm getting is that you had set a goal, or you've been reaching for something like this ultimate freedom, but you hadn't found it. You felt like you were playing at it. And now what happens in the middle of the week is that you break free of that mold, or you become animated, reanimated, you become alive, like your senses or something is heightened, your true self unfolds, and you're really up and running. And the horses were, which I keep seeing. I'm seeing sort of a group of horses, and they are just sort of grazing peacefully. They're drinking from the stream that's flowing nearby. So you're really feeling supported. You feel, um, you see the green grass. You're that is around you. That means the abundance that is around you. That you feel secure. That you know that that life is a feast, that you will always have supply, and that you're that stream, that you're sort of coming from a place from the stream, the energy stream of your divine source within, and you're flowing with it more in the middle of the week. So a good opportunity, the week is showing us so far, to really pay attention to the abundance that has always been with you and flowing through you, and following that flow. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. Another major. Okay, wow. Okay, so, and then we have the star card. And and so we had three major arcana cards. I think we had this. We'll see if we get all even with the bottom card. But so the star card. When I see this card talks about happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. When I see this card, especially with the jugs of, she has here water pouring out. There's a sense that you're gonna be feel replenished, that you're gonna feel like things are just pouring out for you in a very positive way. Like it's almost as if things just come together rather easily. That just looking at the water flowing in all directions, that opportunity is going to be coming from different paths. And there's going to be potential that these things are going to create growth for you. This card also, when I think about it, this card, it also makes me think about you coming into your own, where you're in a place of greater hope, where you're starting to feel this huge positive shift in the right direction. And so, and Archangel Jophiel, her name means the beauty of God. So, where you're going to just really start to feel, appreciate life and see the beauty in life. That shift in perspective by the end of the week. These are the best three cards that we could ever receive. Taking that leap of faith, feeling like we're just on top of the world and feeling very nurtured by everything that's happening around us and feeling blessed and filled with opportunities unfolding and witnessing them. So you have a choice in this week to really step into that place of truth and live out the freedom that is really has been created for you, that through the choices you can explore and learn and expand, or you can continue to worry and isolate yourself and just sort of not take chances for fear, because the fear will increase. The once you give it room, it'll make you feel more and more boxed in. So just know that this reading that already is telling you that you can trust, you can go forward, that you can't screw it up. Okay, so just be open. Let your the things that you feel. Now, wow, I'm just pulling the card from the bottom of the deck, and it's the Six of Earth, which is gifts and money, time and effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. So there's some amazing opportunities. Someone, you may receive an opportunity. It could be a job opportunity that will just help you to feel more financially secure. It can be, again, someone sharing a gift with you that helps you, that just, it could be as simple as that. Someone sharing knowledge or their talents and their gifts, whatever that is, their service with you, that just shifts your whole life and makes you feel so good and gives you so much hope and places you on that path to opening yourself up to the abundance that is within you already and it always has been. So, you know, look for great opportunities. This is the card I pulled from the bottom, which is the underlying message for the week of what's going on. So what they're basically saying is that in this week, gifts are going to be coming from all directions. To fulfill your dreams, to help you achieve and to feel successful in your life experiences, and to help you to fulfill your life purpose and a sense of renewal in your life purpose. I also think of the star card as life purpose. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel that way. And that there's a renewal for you and your life purpose. So if you get out there this week and you follow your heart and the things that are inspiring you, you're going to feel even more like you're on the right track. So don't hold back for heaven's sake and your own sake. So we send you so much love and angel blessings. And I thank you all for your comments. And for those of you who've been subscribing to the YouTube page, if you haven't, please do so that you can always get the videos as they come out. As well, thank you all for joining us on Facebook for the daily cart messages. If you haven't done so yet, everything is really coming through right now, just as much for you as for me, is profound, because I don't know what I'm going to write or doing for the Facebook card messages when they come out, but they've just been just enlightening me as much. And so I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. And someone asked the question, I think a few weeks ago, how do I do this? How does it fit for everybody? Well, the only thing I can tell you is that I call in each person who will watch the video or the writings that I do, specifically for each one of them, and I call forth the higher consciousness of each one of you, your source consciousness, and your guides in. And we have a conversation up there. And I don't really know more than you. I just, our collective higher selves are like ascended masters. And I'm the one that's just listening to it and saying what I feel is channeling through that vibration of love. And so it just comes out, and I don't question it or try to explain it to myself. But what you should know is if you feel resonance with something that is said, or you feel like it's connecting with you, then just know that that's your higher self affirming its the clarity that you've gathered, not just from this lifetime, but through all of your lifetime experiences. And that's what this great awakening is about right now, is that you're going to be more facets of you are opening so that you are your everything will be heightened because there's more. And that's what's unfolding. You're becoming more as you allow yourself to receive. So don't worry about words, how you why you connect with it. Just be appreciative and grateful in the moment so you keep it flowing for you outside of here. So I send you so much love, and if you're looking for an angel reading, you can contact me at theangelschool.com, which you can find in the description link below. Or please feel free to join us on Facebook if you haven't, and like the page there. Thank you all for sharing the information with others, as you are acting as guardian angels, messengers of God, for them to receive these messages for those people who wouldn't have gotten it when I call in their higher selves. You're carrying that out and you don't realize what you're doing. So that's a beautiful thing. So until next week, God bless you all. Bye bye.